You're in the same breakdancing class as Justin Bieber?
Bro, where'd you find that?
Bro, I do my homework, bro. Who's gonna win in a breakdance battle right now? You or Biebs, bro?
6 beers in, I'll light it up. People will have more fun, but he's gonna win in terms of quality, most likely. But he might be too cool to breakdance.
Let's get him on the track.
Yeah.
Let's see it there. Welcome back to another episode of Talking While Running. Season 3 premiere, baby. Couldn't have a better first guest. Canadian, on-pro, Michigan man, Wes Flanagan.
Thanks, bro.
In the flesh. How are you, brother?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm thinking of this more of like running while, you said it's running while talking?
Talking while running.
Talking while running. This is more running like while talking today.
Jogging.
So, yeah, exactly. No, this is perfect.
All
Happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. We're out here in Boulder. March 4th, got a lovely day. You're out here on a little altitude stint. How's it been going, and what's the breakdown with Boulder so far?
Yeah, it's been going well. Right as we rock this uphill, gotta get my sentence out. But no, it's been really good. I mean, I've kind of been like a sea level guy for a long time, and anybody that beats me usually runs at altitude.
Yeah, right.
So I'm like, all right, you know what? It's my time to like give this a go, see how my body responds, especially going in the Olympic year. So it's been great. Kicked my ass for probably like 3 weeks.
Right.
I'm week 4 now.
Okay.
Feeling like I like
peaking.
Yeah, peaking. I understand my body here better now, so probably had like my best workout yesterday.
Okay.
So just in time for the 10 in a couple weeks.
Okay, put a pin in all that. I want to touch on, you said you were going to go to Flagstaff last year.
I said that?
Well, you said you wanted to, but you didn't.
Yeah.
Because your teammates were there.
Yeah, right.
And then you decided to come to Boulder.
And I said F those guys.
So Boulder, I think, wins officially the debate.
At least according to me.
Yeah, exactly, which is all I care
opinion
about.
Doesn't matter much at all. But yeah, I mean, I've been loving it. I mean, Boulder to me, I came by here twice before. Mm-hmm. Really like the area. We drove. Well, I drove.
Yep.
The dog's out here,
oh, yeah.
So it's a bit of an easier trip.
Man of my own taste.
Yeah, so I brought the Jeep out, dogs in the back, so saved us 10 hours, which is nice. Got an Airbnb in Golden, so it's been a good time.
Okay, sick. And then, what was the workout yesterday?
Yesterday we did 4 by a mile, 4 by 800. Kind of like toying with like 10k pace.
Okay.
Not 27 flat pace, so we were like 430s down to 419, and then plus 207s. So
wow, okay.
I was getting nicely dropped by some of the other guys, but it was a good session for me.
Is that with OAC?
Yeah, that was with OAC.
Okay, so let's get into the on topic and OAC. Like, first of all, what's your biggest takeaway being with that group just for a few weeks?
The biggest takeaway, I mean, they don't do anything crazy, to be honest. Like, their workouts are hard, and it's like, when you have that many good guys together, naturally, like, everything's gonna be super high quality. So I've had to like be ready to like go on the workout days. But in terms of like the workout structure, the breakdown of the weeks, like nothing is like totally out there. It's like
no secret sauce that we can drop.
No secret sauce, no.
All right.
But they've been awesome. Like, you know, they already have like a good thing going, so they don't really, you know, need me here. But they've been like super accommodating. So great group of guys. It's been a lot of fun.
Sick. I mean, it looks like that way from afar.
Yeah.
They look dope. And then what's the deal with like On with your sponsorship over the last couple of years? What's your biggest like shoe and just the stuff you love with On, and how's the partnership going?
Yeah, it's been sick. So I'm like year 3 in now.
Yeah.
And it's been pretty cool. I mean, my first like conversation with the company early on, they were pretty transparent that it's like, here's where we're at right now. It's not where we want to be. Okay. We're gonna be getting better. I like got on the phone with Jordan Donnelly, who designs all the shoes.
Okay.
Like before I even signed. So that was pretty cool because they're like, hey, this is where we are right now, and this is where we're going.
We actually want to build with the athletes.
Yeah, exactly.
What a concept.
Which was sick. So like my first half marathon, I ran in like the OG Cloud Boom Echoes. The one that actually have like the very like traditional Cloud Tech on the bottom.
We'll show a pic.
Yeah, those are old school now. And then it's like from there, it's like everything just got like better and better and better. And it's been cool because like being from Canada, when I signed, people didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
Like I felt like people thought I was like washed up and like on my way out. They're like, oh, this Swiss company, cool. Yeah. And now everyone in Canada's
everyone in the world. Now.
Everyone in the world. So it's like to see the growth has been very cool. Obviously, OAC's been a huge part of that. On just as a brand's been a huge part of that, and hopefully I've been a bit of a part of that in Canada. But it's been great. Love it.
Sick.
And I'm really hoping to like just be with them long term.
Yeah. Well, I'm hoping for that for you too. And you touched on the Canadian roots there. Be remiss if we didn't get into it. You once said your favorite pro runner was Kevin Sullivan.
Yeah.
Which obviously Canadian Michigan makes sense.
Oh yeah.
Besides him, who's your favorite Canadian runner?
Favorite Canadian runner now?
And all time, yeah, sure.
All time ever?
All right, let's give a one that's still running and then maybe an old guy. Right
now, it's got to be like probably my boy Kieran Lund. Maybe he's my favorite Canadian runner right now. I'm always rooting for him. Marco A-Rod's been really fun to watch. He's like just setting the bar super high for Canadian athletes. Yeah. All time though, it's like Kevin Sullivan, all time favorite, and then Nate Brennan is another Canadian Michigan guy.
Yep.
Grew up 15 minutes from my hometown. He's like my other favorite.
Okay, that's
and he's a short guy like me, which I like.
A king, if you will.
Yeah, short king like me, exactly.
Okay, and then I wanted to touch on too, going on to Michigan. What was kind of like your idea of going there? Why did you choose that at the time? If you can look back, and remember as young Ben.
As a young Ben, doesn't feel that long.
Not that you're not young.
No, I'm not. But so when I was being recruited, I was looking at Michigan, Virginia, and Wisconsin.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah, no.
I'm a Wisconsin guy.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, I was born there.
Shit, no way. Okay, so I loved
Mo, Matt, baby. He's my guy. That's who I was fishing for.
I do love Mo. Mo's like totally redefined what's possible in his running. So I just know Kieran better.
No, I'm not.
But okay, so I actually loved my time. Wisco, Sully, no offense, because they're big rivals, but a couple of years. But Michigan at the time was actually Alex Gibby was coaching.
Okay.
Who's now at Harvard, coaches Graham Blanks. So he recruited me there, and like obviously the classic like really good balance of academics and athletics. But like honestly, I just like really felt like I liked the team a lot. I was like pretty bought into what Gibby was telling me, and it really came down between them and Virginia, and it was like a gut feel to go with Michigan. I tried not to factor this in, but only being 4 hours away from my hometown, ended up being probably like one of the best qualities of the school as well.
I would understand that for sure. Okay, wait, there's a few things I wanted to jump into.
Okay, yeah, what you got?
First of all, with Hobbs and your new team and Very Nice Track Club is where I was going. Seems like a sick group.
Yeah.
A lot of studs, and just Morgan, Hopler, or Bryce. Like, is he in the group, by the way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Anyway, that's how I just want to confirm.
Yeah.
And then also, like, what's the vibe of that group like? And you're kind of calling yourself an old head, and then you got Hobbs on the younger side of the spectrum. What's the group dynamic
He's 20,
like?
bro. He's not that young. I'm just kidding. Yeah.
Take us through, kind of peek behind the curtain with them.
Totally. The group's amazing, and like I joined them right at the same time I joined on. So it was like a pretty big switch up for me overall, coming from the team in Charlottesville at Reebok where I was before. And like Ronnie is just like total legend, loves the coach.
Coach Ron Warhurst.
Yeah, exactly. Super interpersonal guy, which I love.
Yeah.
And like his like model just like fit really well for what I needed at this time in my career. So it's like a lot more speed based. Obviously guy has like Hobbs and Bryce and Morgan Beetlescombe just have crazy wheels, and then we got Mason Furlick more on the aerobic side. So it's like kind of a hodgepodge of a group. But it's like we jam really well, we're all really good buddies. And it's like it's been pretty cool to see like the Very Nice Track Clubs actually existed forever. Yeah. It's basically just like whoever Ron coaches.
Okay. And like Nick Willis back in the day?
Exactly. Nick Willis, Will Lear for a hot minute, among other guys. So to see that brand like really like become legitimate and now, win global medals, I was mostly back in the day as well.
Yeah.
But it's very cool to see. So, yeah, Hobbs has been like so fun to follow because like the maturity he's gained in the last few years has been like nuts, and he's just so freaking good.
Yeah, he's sick, but I mean, hopefully some immaturity has rubbed off on you, kept you
Dude, for sure, man. It's like, I like to argue with Hobbs sometimes about such like random stuff. There's like a 10-year gap. I'm like, what am I doing? Like, we're in totally different stages in life. But yeah, he's great, and you know, he's like, picture being a freshman on a run, and like that's the type of stuff that'll get him laughing.
Yeah, exactly.
So it keeps you young, hanging around with him too.
Yeah, that's huge and fast.
And fast, yeah.
Speaking of which, 13:04. This moment of silence for the PR that got killed. Insane indoor race for you, hitting the Olympic standard. Like, I mean, looking back now, are you just over it? Are you still like on cloud nine, like just feeling hot? Like, what are you feeling looking back on that one?
Yeah, I mean, a mix of both. Like, I never thought I'd run that fast for a lot of my career. So it's like pretty awesome to feel like, okay, I'm now starting to feel like I'm in a different league, able to actually compete at the global level, which is awesome. Hitting Olympic standard really like makes life so much easier.
Yeah, yeah.
So all that's great. But then, you know, just how fast everyone's running these days, like, you gotta stay on your toes and be like, all right, what's next? Because crazy stuff happens in Olympic year. And although I'm sitting in a good spot, I don't want to fucking miss it. Yeah. So it's like, I just want to seal the deal.
Okay. This episode of Talking While Running is brought to you by Sock Moose. Highest quality running socks, most affordable price. You're gonna run faster. You're gonna look sick. Go to the sockmoose.com. I'm rocking them. Everyone in Boulder is wearing them. If you're not wearing Sock Moose, you're just slow and just embarrassing. So honestly, check them out. And thanks again, Sock Moose, for this episode. Perfect. We just flipped around, picking up with the Canadian Olympic team and the qualifying. So just to educate the people out there, he's hit the Olympic standard, but he still needs Canada to say, you're in.
So you're the guy, yeah.
You're the guy. Did not get that bid in 2021, which in my opinion, complete bullshit, but we'll leave that where it is in the past. All I want to say is that if Canada doesn't pick you this year, I think we got to get you to America. I think we're going to claim you. We got to get you on the marathon team later. I just want to put that out there for the Canadian, you know, higher ups.
There you go.
Just make sure you put some respect on my guy's name.
There you go. I appreciate that.
And then you also ran a PR in the 3K. Right? Like a couple days later?
Yeah, 740.
So, unreal. I mean, you're going to 10 in a couple weeks. Like, you're just kind of in the midst of this racing season, it looks like.
Yeah.
What's the mindset going into the 10? PR 27:49?
Yeah, nice.
Are you, I mean, looking to hammer that? Like,
oh, yeah.
What's kind of the mindset? I know we're a couple weeks out still, but.
Yeah, I mean, 27:49 is very, very overdue. So, yeah, I mean, like I'd love to hit a standard, obviously. And it's like when you hit one standard, there's part of you that feels like, okay, like...
You just got to see one go in the hoop.
Yeah, you want to get another one, right? But, like, 27 flat does kind of scare the shit out of me. Like, it's so fast, so... And it's like that gap is pretty big from 27.9.
Yeah.
I feel really good about running under 27:20, even 27:10. So it's like, I'm going to need a little bit of that...
just a good,
that San Juan Capistrano magic to get that 26:59, but you know, that's the main goal. I mean, even when I hit the Olympic standard, I'm not certain I'd even run the 10 at the Olympics. Right. So it's like more just for like my ego. But
which is important.
Yeah, which is important. So mainly I just want to I really want to be in there. Like, I haven't really got a good 10k in since college. So I just kind of want to be in the field and mix it up with guys that I think are good enough to race against.
Where's my mom?
Yeah.
57 seconds for his final 400 meters, and he steals it.
So, fun fact, going back 2018, we're jumping around.
Okay.
He wins the 10K in the NCAA champs. Old Hayward Field.
Oh, yeah.
I was in the stands.
Oh, yeah.
So that moment of you saying, where's my mom? That never really hit me because I was in the stands. So I was like, I don't know. I was like, oh, Ben won the race. That's sick. What was that going viral like that and winning that big race? I mean, looking back, what's kind of the feeling on that championship race?
I mean, it was definitely defined a huge part of my career, right? Set me up to run professionally because before that day, I was really not that relevant on in terms of that level. So the where's my mom thing was funny, kind of just a blacked out moment where it's just it it happened, and it was great. My mom got the attention she deserves. But
I think you should say that like it wasn't blacked out. You were doing it as a bit.
Intentional,
it was just a joke.
Well, it worked pretty well.
Yeah.
Once I got that shit Wes Flanagan tweet, man, like it was pretty shocking. Like I was in the trunk like this actually, riding back to the hotel. My Twitter was like going crazy.
That's fire.
I was like, what is happening? So
The Shalane retweet. That's what we're looking for,
yeah,
baby.
yeah. Shalane helped out big time. So shout out, appreciate that.
Yeah. But then, so you said like that kind of got you on the radar with pros. I'm always interested, like that weekend in college is crazy because it's almost like the draft with NFL.
Right.
Things just change in like a week. Like, oh, he's hot. Contract.
Totally.
Like, what was that navigating? Is it much easier now than when you're a college kid frantically running around Hayward, like trying to get a coffee deal or, you know, trying to get a meeting?
Yeah.
Like, what's the difference now of that?
Yeah, once you're in the game, it's a lot easier. You start to know the contacts. You understand the system better. You know the expectations.
Mm-hmm.
At that time, the biggest thing I learned is that I was like super late to the party.
Okay.
Like it's like, you know, McGordy, Justin Knight,
Yeah,
Grant Fisher, all these guys were like, you know,
Pre-signed almost.
pretty much, right?
Yeah.
Like they already like had a pretty clear idea of, you know, where they're like. I remember I was going to meet with agents, and Justin was like on his way to take a visit, like
Right.
on site at Bowerman or like the headquarters, right? So I was
Already,
like,
yeah.
oh shit, like I'm behind. So, which is fine. Like
Yeah,
at that
Justin-
stage, yeah, right. I mean,
Yeah,
Justin was
yeah.
like well earned.
Yeah.
And at that point, I was really just like happy to even have any of the opportunities on the table, right?
Yeah.
So, I
Spoken
kinda,
like a real Canadian.
yeah, right. So there was like murmurs of the Reebok group coming to form. I tried to reach out to every brand, told them I'd be a marathoner or a miler or whatever they
Oh, wow.
wanted. And I was actually going to be between the Reebok group and Hanson's,
Oh, wow.
which would have been very different situations.
Yeah.
Ultimately decided to go with Reebok. I spent 3 years in Virginia.
Right. And then that group is also really interesting because you had Josette.
Yep.
Who else was on that
So
squad?
we had me. On the men's side, it was me, Justin,
Yeah, Justin, right?
Colin Benny,
Right.
Fowler Germano, Rob
Yeah.
Domanic, Alex Rogers.
Right.
These are throwback names. If
Shout
you've
out-
got a young audience.
Alex Rogers, BC assistant right now.
Oh, yeah,
We're
exactly,
killing it,
right?
so shout out.
And then on the women's side, we had Josette, now Andrews,
Yep. Friend of the program.
yeah, Tori Gerlach,
Also,
and Amy Eloise Markov.
yeah, right.
And then Paige Stoner.
Also, yeah, fire. So,
Yeah, good crew.
yeah, so I mean, what's looking back on that? Any nuggets or special memories from those Virginia days?
Oh, the people were amazing. You know, Colin Benny, Rob Domanic, Philo, you know, all those guys were at my wedding, you know,
Yeah.
like became like some of my best friends.
Kind of became a Syracuse guy yourself there.
Dude, fucking hey, yeah, honestly, we were doing the hills and the in and outs, all the good stuff. Dude, being a Syracuse guy is hard. Those guys train hard. So
There you go, Marty here.
yeah, Marty. Oh, and Marty was there too,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it definitely taught me a bit more of like what I was good at, what I wasn't so good at, what kind of like, I don't know, what I needed to be successful. So
Yeah.
definitely a really big trial phase for me. I didn't run outstanding during those 3 years.
Yeah.
But I really started to understand myself a lot better by the end of it. Then when I made the change
That's huge.
to Ronnie and Very Nice, like I had this super strong foundation, tweaked a couple things, and we were like ready to party.
Yeah, love that.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, you went to World Champs last year.
Yep.
Speaking of partying, no. You narrowly missed the final, but like, what's the, in my opinion, but
Thanks.
what's the, I don't know, again, lessons from that and like anything you can take going hopefully to Paris again, Canada. I'm watching you. Like, looking back on that experience, I mean, how's it going to help and what did you take away from that?
Yeah, I mean, there was definitely like going to anything major the first time is like you definitely have that little bit of like happy to be there
Yeah.
mentality that I'm trying to get rid of now.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Get greedy, man.
yeah, exactly, right? So, you know, I was one of the slowest guys in the field. You know, first time there. Heats are brand new. I like still thought I had a shot.
Yeah, 5K heats, by the way, is a crazy concept.
It is hard.
Like,
I know, right?
even for pros.
Yeah, it really is. And now that they switched to no times, it's just top 8 across the board.
Yeah.
Which I actually like better.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, now I just like I made some mistakes in terms of my prep. Like the biggest thing is I was so insecure about my PB being so much slower than everyone that I was trying to train to be a 12:55 guy.
Right.
When like that's not how the heats go.
Right.
No one runs 12:55 in the heats.
Right.
So it's like in hindsight, I learned that it's like better to be in 3:35 shape than 12:55 shape. So
you just close like.
Yeah, because I closed in 4:01 for last mile and didn't make it.
Yeah, that's insane.
So it's like now coming into it this year, I'm like, okay, I want to be super strong.
Yeah.
But I want to be ready to run 3:37 if I have to.
Yeah, that's insane.
That's what it's gonna take to make the final.
That's sick. All right, well, before we forget, make sure you follow Ben on everything.
Appreciate it.
And we'll throw out the run details always on Trackster. You already know. Gonna throw out some like quick questions here as we're finishing up, and make sure we've gone over everything. You had to be a pro athlete in another sport.
NHL.
All right, I knew we were gonna go hockey.
100%, bro. I missed my growth spurt, dude. I'm still waiting on it.
Okay.
If I grow 5 inches, I'm going there. I'm going to show.
All right. Are you a Leafs guy? I'm guessing.
I am. I used to be so much like before I moved to the U.S. I was like so into hockey.
That's legendary.
I don't stay as much these days, but Matt Sundin, that was my guy growing up.
Wow. Is there anything from hockey, like the culture? I love it. That actually applies to distance running or anything like that you think about?
They're just fucking crazy people. Hockey players are nuts, man. So, yeah, I played for 10 years. Was never very good.
Sick.
But, it teaches you to be tough.
Yeah. All right, another breed of dog you have to get. Or you have to get another dog. What kind of breed?
Ooh, I love setters.
Okay.
We got our golden retriever from this organization based in Turkey.
Woo.
Called Tattered Paws Golden Hearts. Shout out to the nonprofit.
Yeah.
But they have a lot of like setter rescues that are
That's sick.
gorgeous dogs. So
Cool.
they always pull my heart. I actually really love the little skinny greyhound ones too.
Yeah. No, Drati has a couple.
Oh, those are great.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay, and then fave Blink 182 song. Where are you?
Oh, and I'm so this is classic. I Miss You is so good. I'm trying to think of like kind of an under the radar
Little deep
one.
cut, yeah.
Little deep cut. I haven't been listening to Blink as much, but Neighborhoods is my favorite album.
Okay.
They got some really good ones on there.
What are you listening to now?
Right now, my runs, I've been in a bit of an EDM phase.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, some really basic stuff.
Yeah,
but I also like 1975.
Okay.
I've been listening to a bit as well.
Yeah.
And Noah Kahan going to a concert.
Okay. Okay, sick.
Yeah, in Toronto.
So what's your plan after Boulder? Let's go there. Take me there. Like, you're going to 10.
Going to 10. My wife works remotely, so we're going to come back here for one more week.
Woo.
Finish up the work week.
All right.
And then back to Ann Arbor. I'll likely run the 5K at BAA.
Okay.
And then
That'll be fun.
then just prep to win the trials and
Hell yeah.
make a final in Paris.
Let's go, baby. Make sure you follow. Also, wait, before we go, you're a king of Falmouth.
Oh, yeah.
Is it true you met your wife because your host family's tire got popped?
Yeah.
So, first of all, that sounds like a rom-com that needs to get made right now. I mean, tell us more about that.
Yeah, so Falmouth is host families, and my host family never picked me up. Tire popped, they never showed up, so I didn't have a place to stay that weekend.
Oh my God.
And now my father-in-law invited me to stay at their house, and I married his daughter.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's so fire. So be careful who you host for a race.
Yeah, right?
I might steal your girl.
Those sneaky Canadians, man.
All right, Ben. Well, thanks so much, bro. This was fire.
That was awesome, dude.
Can't thank you enough. And stay tuned.
Yeah. This is like...
Make sure you're recording this.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I was about to say this.
Oh yeah, we're
like
going.
Shit, it's like recording. Nice kid.
No,
That looks awesome.
We're keeping that.
Yeah.